At Trolle-Ljungby, step into a century of hunting tradition, where the roebuck and the land are respected, and every hunt is a part of a legacy. This isn't just a hunt, it's a way of life. Yesterday, Jakob Mielcke and Nadia made the call, and the barking buck's time in the open landscape came to an end. Jakob had the crab buck close in his sights as well. His antlers curl up at the tips, resembling crab claws, which is how he earned his name. Last year, both the crab buck and the barking buck appeared larger. And this seems to be one of those years where caution is needed. The crab buck roams in an area where impressive bucks like the Knight, a buck that scored close to 180 CIC points, has been harvested. The crab buck looked impressive both last year and this year. We'll see if he returns even more magnificent next season. Linus believes this is not a particularly good year for antler growth overall, though he's unsure why. The buck lives in the same area with similar access to food, so it could be due to weather conditions affecting their antler development.
So this whole idea about field to table is a very important thing to me. Being sustainable, using everything that we shoot is extremely important that hunters take a decision about. And I love game meats, and it's been on the menu at my restaurant Mielcke and Hurtigkarl for the last 10 years, and we almost don't use any farmed meat anymore. It's fish, it's crustaceans, and then it's wild game meat, mostly from Trolle-Ljungby. So it's an extra dimension really to hunting.
As the first light breaks over the landscape, the thrill isn't in the weight of a trophy, but in the experience, the careful steps, the subtle wind shifts, the patience required to close the distance. Some hunters, caught up in the chase for antlers, might lose sight of what truly matters: the land, the animal, the challenge of matching wits with nature. They may see success as only what's mounted at the end of the day, but the real hunters, those who have spent years in the field, understand that the hunt itself is the reward. A hunter's pulse beats in sync with the land. Every heartbeat echoes through the stillness. In those moments, it's not just the roebuck that connects you. It's the raw thrill of the hunt. It's a link to something ancient, primal, and pure.
So this has been a little bit of a tricky morning. The temperature dropped this night, so it's been quite cold, not a lot of action. I've been around to several places looking for bucks, and I've seen very little action today. So I actually came to this place where you have a forest, small patch of wood, and then these very Swedish fields with stone walls around them. And I know there are supposed to be 3 bucks here. One of them an older 4-pointer with that is going back, and all of a sudden I just saw him with the doe walking around here. Very nice old buck. Teeth are worn down. Lost them. Thick neck. He's very nice.
The smell of sizzling meat fills the air as the fire crackles, while hunters swap tales of the shots taken, the ones they passed on, and the roebucks that gave them the slip.
Kan vi hoppe lidt længere? Tak.
This good enough.
Was with the doe in a ditch, going up and down.
Big in the body.
Yeah, very big in the body.
This one was quite famous.
Huh?
That side. Yeah, it looks quite old.
Yes.
That side.
Yeah.
And also when we saw him together with the 2 younger bucks, he was. He looks very old to them.
Yeah.
So I think it's good to take it.
I didn't know him, but I just knew that he had to be fork and an old animal.
We were there some days ago, and then I called him just right in, and with other 2 little bit younger and smaller bucks.
Yeah.
So then we took the decision to take him this year.
Yeah, perfect.
And every sense is heightened. Your pulse quickens, your mind sharpens, and the adrenaline kicks in. Each step into the wild is a step into the unknown, the chase, the thrill, the uncertainty. This is more than a hunt. It's a test of who you are, an experience that etches itself into your soul.
That was intense. Jesus Christ. So this was really a challenge in who's winning. I tried calling him and I tried paying attention to what he reacted to, but I was a little bit, he didn't show too much excitement. Sometimes they will jump towards you 3-4 steps and then stand and look. He was not at all like that. So he was slowly moving up here, and he was very aware. And at the end, he was just by the bush, literally 1 step away from having a broadside and a good shot. It's possible to shoot him where he was standing, but that's not the way it should be in a situation like this. And that's why he's winning tonight. So tough luck.
By the fire, the stories flow as the flames crackle and cast shadows on weathered faces.
So Mikkel, tell us your story from the buck tonight.
Yeah, what an evening. Well, I think we saw him pretty early. At first we didn't actually think it was the one we were looking for. You check your pictures and then wow. And I looked at it, wow, that's a nice buck. The first very little call, he looked up. I thought, well, that's gonna take 2 minutes, then he's here. Then he started eating again, and then you did your full show, and he just continued eating. So we decided to try the old trick where you go on a line straight towards it, because we completely flat field, and I think we got into around 120, 130 meters, but he was still covered in the. I could see the neck and the top part of the body, but no clear shot. And we had perfect wind, and he had no idea we were there. And then we lost the light. And I think probably 15 minutes more, then he would have come out on the grass in the bottom. So I spent basically 1.5 hours looking on a monster, beautiful, old, fantastic buck.
I've been there 3 times to see if he was there, and this is the first time I've actually seen him, and I saw him from a very far distance. Perfect setting on this little grass track, and the sun was setting like a red sun setting just over him.
Beautiful.
Getting into 35 meters, slowly, very slowly, but just slowly getting in. And then when he was there, he was all the time he was covered, so he was very. I could just see his antlers through the high grass, and he was standing there. You know, you're always exaggerating. It took forever. And the wind changed, slowly changed, and I could just feel it. He needed to take literally one more step. That last step, he didn't take it, and then when the wind came, tonight.
Fantastic.
It looks like
looks like it could be our bullock. He did the same. He was just walking behind the whole ditches and grass and like that. Okay, boy. Guys, cheers.
Cheers.
Good luck tomorrow.
Yeah.
This is the heart of hunting, the camaraderie that comes from shared experiences in the field. This is where we connect to the past, to each other, and to the very spirit of the hunt. Good hunting